Okay, let's wait for YouTube to catch up, and if everything looks alright, I think we should be ready to get going. Well, for some reason I can see the picture now. Okay, let's go. So for today, I guess it would be nice to just start with some reference images that I have found for our tombstone. Let's see, where did they go? Okay, here they are. So I thought of incorporating like the Reaper that we have built before to be kind of a part of it. So yeah, we'll see how that works. But yeah, without further ado, let's start building in the Animator. So I guess we can create a new asset. Let's go to projects, call it Forgotten Tombstone. Okay, save, and we should be fine. And then I just import a VXM from another file, let's say perhaps here. Why am I doing this? It's because it already has the palette attached, so we don't have to do that again. Then let's create a child node, which is gonna be control. And then we're gonna create just another one that's gonna be called base. And then we can start working from here. So as far as the base size is concerned, what happened here? As far as the base size is concerned, we should go with 256 by 256, which is basically the largest dimensions, at least in this and the other directions. So let me just color that in, and then let's just fill in everything else like that. Perfect. I don't know why it has this one in parentheses, so let me double check the asset name. It's lagging a little bit because it's pretty large, so let me just rename this model into base, just so that we know what we're working with. Okay, so and we don't have it centered, right? So I guess we can just kind of start working in a smaller scale and then upscale later. That's also an option. So let's put this at 32 and 32, just so we can have it centered. And yeah, now let's try to kind of figure out what we want to put on here. So maybe we can duplicate this, call it gray. Okay, that's the correct spelling. Let's make it a little bit taller, and let's see, I guess it could be about this size. Let's see, this is 35 by 20. Let's see, we can do perhaps 32 by 16, so we have a nice 1 by 2. Okay, so we have a nice 1 by 2, and then let's see, I guess it could be about square-ish, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, this might be a little bit tall, so let's make it, I don't know, 12, something like that. Oops, that's a little bit too much. Okay, and I'm just having a little bit of an issue with the YouTube because for some reason it's no longer updating the video. Okay, it seems to be fine now. And I think that we can make like a slightly wider strip, like around here. Let's just kind of try it out and see what this looks like. I guess this is already a part of the cover, so maybe we can either keep it this way or maybe split the cover away from it, but I think this looks pretty fine for now. So let me just get rid of the base. Let's trim, and then let's center our pivot point, which should be 17, right? Oops, that's the wrong way. And then let's move this to 0. And then this is at 9, which is already fine. Awesome. So let's save that. Let's attach, well, let's create a child node. We're gonna call it grave, I guess. That sounds kind of dark, but what can you do? So let's move this upwards. Oops, that's the wrong node selected. So how tall is this anyway? 8 perhaps? No, 10. Okay, we can work with 10. And then about the orientation, we have made it kind of sideways, so perhaps we can rotate it around the vertical axis to get it like so. And then I guess we're just gonna have to import hierarchy from the Reaper of Souls. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, yeah, perhaps it's a little bit large at the moment. Okay, perhaps, can I undo that? Doesn't seem like it. Can we go out without saving the changes? Yeah. Oh shoot, we have just gotten rid of the skeleton. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, we just kept the VXMs. Yeah, let me quickly go to the Vox edit folder. Let's see. Where is this? Yeah, I don't really want to build the whole skeleton piece by piece, so I'm just gonna get rid of the whole shtick, and then we're gonna just import our stuff again. So that didn't go as planned, as you can see. So let's see. Let's get rid of that. This, okay. Let's not save again. Let's open it now. Okay, we still have the chest. We can manually delete that one. But now let's create a child node again. Control. Now we're gonna create another child node, which is gonna be base. Okay. And then we're gonna create another child node, which we're gonna call grave. And I think that should be enough for right now. Let's move it up to 10. That's our thickness. And now let's kind of try to figure out what we want to do with the rest of our stuff. Perhaps there could be like a little staircase going upwards. So let's see, we can mirror here perhaps. And then let's see the size of our area. Okay, this is the center. So maybe if we do it 8 by 8, that's a little bit low. Maybe if we do it by 10, and then again, I don't wanna get completely rid of that. We can maybe make some steps like this. They do look a little bit short. We can lengthen them. Okay, and then let's see if we do it like this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 voxels. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's move everything by 1 backwards, just so we have 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, perfect. And then I was thinking that perhaps we could do like some kind of an arch here at the front. So we might need a couple of pillars and stuff. So let's see. Let's duplicate our grave, I guess. Call it pillar. And then I don't really have the best feeling, I mean, about the size, so we might just want to experiment a little bit with different sizes. So I guess we can start with 16 by 16, and then we can make it, I don't know, 48 tall, so that's three sizes of the base, I guess. Like that, and then let me just move the pivot point to 8 and 8, so we have it nicely centered, and then we can create another couple of child nodes. So I'm just gonna call this pill 0. Move it to the side, move it to the front, move it also upwards, because so it doesn't intersect with our base. And let's see, so 22, and yeah, that looks about right. I mean, it does look a little bit chunky, so we're gonna make it a little thinner, but that looks about right. And considering the sizes, I don't think we'll have the room for the Reaper. Well, we'll see. Perhaps the tomb will turn out to be, or the grave will turn out to be a little bit too large. So 18 times 4. Let me just bring the calculator. 18 times 4, 72. Yeah, that's about right. Well, we'll see. Okay, so let's make the pillars a little bit narrower, like 12 by 12. And then let's readjust our pivot point to 6 and 6, like so. Awesome. So there we have one of our pillars. Then I think I would like to put them in all of the corners, so we're just gonna duplicate a couple of nodes. So pill 1. Oh, you're not supposed to be here, mister. Actually, let's delete you. Let's duplicate this node, pill 1. Then let's move it to 22. And perhaps we should move it a little bit forwards. Let's see. So this is 26, and then here it's probably 26 as well. So I guess this looks kind of nice. We're just gonna keep some ledge here, and then let's duplicate this again into pill 2. Move it to -22, and then the final one is gonna be PIL 3. So let's duplicate our node again, PIL 3, and let's move it backwards again. Okay. Just check something. Okay. All right, so there we have that, and now we have kind of two options. We can either like make some kind of a roof, or we can try to make some fence around it, or maybe both. I think we can start with the fence. Let's see. Let's duplicate this again, call it fence. Where are you, fence? Okay, here's the fence. And let's make it a little bit narrower, so maybe 4 voxels, and then the height could be maybe 16. Yeah, I guess 1/3, why not? So let's fill this in, and we're gonna have to double check on the length because it might be too short or too long or whatever. So let's I guess create another child node. It's gonna be called fan. I guess fans 0. We could save a little letters there, but it's a pretty short word, so no biggie there. And I think this shouldn't be like centered like this. Then we would have like kind of really narrow place there, so I think it's alright if they're slightly further toward the outside. And then let's just erase some stuff. Okay, perfect, so it's 32. Nice. Let's save. And then we can duplicate this and move it around a little bit. So let's move it, well, let's duplicate it first. So fans 1, move it to the right to what, 24, right? And then let's duplicate it again into fans 2. That's gonna first get rotated around by 90 degrees, just so that it's perpendicular, right? And then let's center it here by moving it to 0. Perfect. Okay, let's save everything just so we don't lose our rig. And then let's see what we can do with the roof. And actually the fence, I think it would be kind of interesting if we moved it slightly upwards. And then again, actually I think we could create another child node called fence, just fence without anything else. And then let's just nest this stuff here, so we can move it up or down however we want to. Okay. Now, I think I was mentioning some arches, so I guess we can try making them. Might be a little bit tricky. Let's duplicate our pillar, call it arch. Arc. Yeah, arc is with a K, right? This is ch. This is the CH, I guess. And then let's make it a little bit shorter, maybe like 16. And then also I think we should move our pivot point to one side, just so we have like a nice thing going around. You'll see what I mean. So let's create a child node, arch 0. Move this here, move it upwards. So 48. Let's rotate. Let's rotate it around like that. And then I think we want to kind of move it all the way to the right. And then we can start with some rotation. Unfortunately, we can't see right now. Okay, so maybe if we put it at 330. Might be a little bit low, so let's try 315. Okay. And then how do we want to do this from the other side? I guess we can just duplicate this node, arch 1. I hope this is okay. This is the pillar 1. Nice. And then in this case we're gonna have to, well, I didn't have to reset all of the positions, just the rotation. And then let's move it all the way to the left, like that. And then I think the rotation that we used was 45, like so. And then I think we can extend it outwards a little bit further, so we can try with 20. Like that. And then we're gonna, and for some reason it doesn't appear to be perfectly symmetric. Or is that just like the viewpoint that we're using? That's interesting. But yeah, I think we might be able to extend this kind of further down into some kind of a roof. But come on. Okay. So let's see, maybe if we put this to 30 and then this to 330, and then let's create a child node, arch 0, 0, I guess we're gonna call it. And then let's put this, come on, model in again. Let's extend it forwards. I think that in this case the 16 might be a little bit better because we're gonna use more nodes anyway. So let's try moving it to 16 and let's rotate it to 330 like so. And then I think we should do the same thing on the other side. So create a child node, arch 1, 0, and that's the correct order of numbers, just so they don't clash, hopefully, like so. And then let's rotate it by 30 degrees again. And then the last one, I guess we can do it here. Create a child node, arch 0, 1, right? And then let's attach our model to the rig. Then let's, oops, that's the wrong thing. I mean, it will probably be too short to be squeezed in here. So I guess we're just gonna duplicate this into arch short like that, put it here, and then let's make it thinner just so it doesn't overlap. This isn't like ideal because we have like a little gap here, so we're gonna have to fix that somehow, but yeah, it does look pretty nice. So let's see, is this even like visible? Yeah, it's a little bit visible here. So I guess what we could do, now I'm not sure, I guess we definitely need to duplicate this arch to the back side as well. That's definitely something we want to do. So let's see. Oh, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass when we upscale, but I guess we're gonna worry about that a little later. So let's duplicate this node into arch. What is the next one? 2, I guess. Oh, and this is the pillar 3. Okay, let's rename it to arch 3. Like so. And then maybe we can just perhaps move it slightly to the left to kind of center it. So let's try moving it to 14. If we turn on the collision boxes, it does look kind of symmetric. Perhaps 14.1. Yeah, I think this looks the best out of everything that we have had. So let's move this one to 14.1 as well. And then let's duplicate this thingy into what? Arch 2, right? So what we don't have yet. And then let's attach it to pillar 2, like so. Okay. Now I'm just kind of figuring out where the roof should be. So that might be a little bit tricky. I mean, we can do it like in between here. I guess the easiest way would be to just start doing it, right? So let's duplicate our fence and call it roof because the length is the same. And then let me minimize a couple of these hierarchies. And then maybe we can create another child node, call it what? Roof, right? Woof woof from the roof. And then let's create another child node that is going to be called roof 0. Let's move this upwards just so we can see what we're working with. And then we can duplicate this node again. Where's the option to roof 1? Okay. And then I think we just need to rotate this to, I don't know, 240. So that's like 120, right? 120. Okay. And then I think we need to readjust the pivot point. So, oh, either way we go, it's gonna be a little bit messed up. So I guess we just go to 0 and we'll have to readjust the other one. So let's see, this one is at 0, 0. This one is at 0, 0 as well. So maybe if we just rotate it like this, haha, we made it. Perfect. And then let's just move this upwards a little bit. So yeah, that's kind of one option, that the roof is kind of hidden in between the arches. I guess another option would be for it to kind of be higher up, but then it would have to extend all the way, or like even across them. So that's another thing that we can try out. Let's go to this node. Let's extend it to 48. And then let's flip it. Let's extend it to 64. So we have it. So we have the same amount of room on both sides. And then let's fill it in. Perfect. And then I think we're gonna have to extend this outwards a little bit. So maybe 32 is a starting point, but still a little bit low. 48. That does look about right. Just keeping it a multiple of 16. So like that. And then we can move the roof a little bit downwards. Let's turn this on so we can see kind of a little bit better. But yeah, it's kind of the same inclination as these parts. So it kind of fits nicely, I guess. Maybe we can make it a little bit shorter. It does seem to overhang like by a bit. I don't know. And then we can add like some vines and stuff if we wanted to. That's one option. And then perhaps there could be like a little bit of a thingy holding this stuff together. So let's maybe duplicate our fence again and then just call this, I don't know, support. It's gonna be just a little pillar there. And then let's change the height. Well, this is the height, right, to 4. So it looks more square. And then let's nice this here. So let's create a child node, support 0. And then select the node, drag it upwards to 42. We can do it a little bit higher, right? Maybe 44. But then we would also perhaps want to move it slightly inwards. Yeah, why not? And then I guess we can just duplicate the node, call it support 1, and then let's attach it to, oh, actually to a fence one. That's nice. And then let's move it to -2, right? Because it's the mirrored way. And I think that now we're at the point where the fun stuff comes in, because we have currently been working on a pretty small scale. So I guess everything, just one moment. Okay, yeah. Or we can start making some details, and then we can upscale it later. Perhaps that would be a little bit better way of doing that, just because. And then another thingy that we can do, just from the collision perspective, would be to kind of try to make these stairs like able to be walked on. So as you can see right now, the collision box is all the way around, so the characters would just be floating on the stairs. But yeah, I guess we can just duplicate this and make some stairs as well while we're at it. But then again, I think it would be better to maybe texture some of this stuff and then break it apart, just so it looks a little bit more homogeneous, you know. So yeah, maybe we can start with the pillars. So let's maybe use a little bit darker gray here. Let's maybe make these vertical lines, and then yeah, it might be a little bit interesting how we incorporate this arch into it. So maybe let's try doing it like this. And then also I guess we could be using some mirrors to make our life easier. But again, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit annoying. Okay, so we basically have like two sides that are on the outside. Let's see. These are gonna be seen from the outside, and these are on the inner side. So I'm not sure that we actually want to mirror our stuff. So let me get rid of this, like so. Because if we do some details, okay, let's see. Here, and it gets mirrored, it's gonna just get intersected with the fence. So yeah, that's another annoying thing. And you can see that we're gonna have to rotate these pillars a little bit. So let me rotate you like so, 90 degrees. Perfect. And then we need to adjust the arch, of course. So to 0, rotate it here to 70, like so. And then let's drag it forwards towards us, then to the left, like so. And then let's rotate it again, so 30 degrees. Okay, so everything looks as it's supposed to. We just have this pillar rotated, and that's gonna happen a couple more times here on the back side. So to 70. Let's undo this rotation. Let's rotate it the correct way. right? Yeah, we need 10 degrees more. And then let's move it inwards and backwards. Then let's rotate it back again. So 330. Great. And then the next thing would be rotating this around. Come on. Okay. And then let's do it like this. Let's do it like that. And then all we need to do is moving it backwards and then rotating it downwards. So we have kind of lost our rotation. Okay, 330. That's what we want. Okay, so now we have all of the pillars oriented kind of the right way. And then maybe we can start working on the fans as well. So here we can use the mirrors. So actually let's use this one as well. Like so. So just trying to make it like a little bit arched again from this side. And then maybe 2 to 3 voxels, just kind of trying to make a nicely rounded shape. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That can be like the top. And then on the bottom, I think it's all right if it's just kind of straight like that. And then perhaps we can try to make some bars, right? Just so you can kind of see through the fans. Right there. Then like so. Then here. Then here again. Delete, delete, delete. And then I think this bottom side can be a little bit thicker compared to the chunky parts here. So let me select this tool. Okay. Let's check it out. Okay, definitely looks more fancy. I just think that we can maybe make this part, let's see, a little bit wider, like so. So maybe just add 1 voxel to everything, like that. Hopefully the rounded part looks a little bit nicer. So let's see. Yeah, that looks kind of nice. And then maybe we can add a couple of spikes or something. I don't know what these fences are usually made of, but it just kind of fits the vibe, I think. So there's one. Maybe they can like continue from these pillars or bars that we have made. So here's another one, right? Okay, just kind of double checking if all of these match the bars there. And then maybe we can make it, I don't know, 4 voxels tall. So 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, then 4 on this side. Yeah, and we can add more details later on when we upscale, but maybe let's move them to 6. Like so. I don't think it looks as great right now, but hopefully we can fix that later on. But I mean, as a part of a whole, I kind of like it. I have to admit it. So here, what I was kind of thinking of was just trying to create some simple texture. Let's see. I mean, I don't want to do it like this. Nope. Nope. What did I have in mind before? I thought it was such a great idea and now I can't remember it anymore. I mean, could try doing it like this, but this is kind of a little bit boring if you ask me. I can try something like that. Let's see if it matches the size. It doesn't, right? We should move it downwards a little bit. So that's not gonna work. Oh, and we are mirroring again, so I think we want to avoid that. Well, actually we need the selective mirroring. So right now it's okay because it doesn't mirror on any other side. So maybe if we were to do... Yeah, but I don't want to make it too narrow again because it also looks funky. So maybe let's try making this 6 and then 6 on the top side, like so. I don't know if this kind of resembles like a bone. It wasn't my original intention, but okay, now we're mirroring onto the wrong side. Let's change our mirror. Okay. Now let's see. Let's try doing some of this. Okay, we're mirroring wrong stuff again. So let's see what happens if we try doing some stuff like this. Then we can continue the pattern like that or some other way. Well, this isn't gonna work out really. Let's see here. Okay, and then if we leave some room in between. Oh, come on. Come on. Why can't we have like nice things? So let's try like this. I mean, we're gonna try stuff until we figure out something that works. I mean, this could work. It's just a little bit too much spaced apart. So, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, this and then like that. Let's try doing it like this and like that. Yeah, I think out of the all variations, I think I like this one the most. So let's try to do it on the other side as well. Like so. Then here. Then here. Okay. Okay. And now we can see that everything is like mirrored nicely onto the other parts. Cool. And then I guess we can just start working on some... Okay, let's get rid of the mirror. We can start working on some stone texture. I'm just gonna do a couple of horizontal lines across, and we're gonna try to figure out how that would be made out of stone, I guess. Like this, like that. Then we can start already. Maybe let's get rid of the ghost rig. And let's just start making some stones, I guess. Some different shapes and sizes. Like that. And then we can have like a little stone here. Oops, that's the wrong combination. So let's maybe make one there, another one here. I mean, making the stones can be like really easy on sometimes, but then you just kind of hit some really unnatural shape, and then all the poop hits the fan, I guess. So like this, maybe like that. Yeah, let's make this one a little bit shorter, like so. Then we can squeeze another one in here. Come on. Like that. Okay. Okay. And then maybe another one there. And let's just do them for the top side. And the beauty of all this is that basically we don't have to repeat this for every pillar. Well, let's see here. Oh, this is gonna be also tricky. So how do we match the texture with the one up here? I guess we can leave it out for the moment, but at one point we're gonna have to figure that out as well. So let's see. Maybe just making some stuff here. Like that. It kind of messes a little bit with our other stuff, but we can change that later. And then I think I would like to move this arch slightly inwards. This one as well. So 0.2. And now this part is gonna be 0.2 in the other direction, so it's basically aligned with this part here, but just in between those we can't really have like the same planes fighting, so yeah. And then here for the top part, let's just move it. Let's see, this one is forwards, right? Let's move this backwards by 0.2. Yeah. Oh, come on. Okay, 0.3 works as well. Well, no, I want to have 0.2. Okay, 0.1 is all right. just a little bit of over complications. Now for the roof, we're gonna have a kind of similar problem here as well. But maybe let's try making some roof tiles. They could be, let's see, something like this perhaps. Let's yeah, not great, not terrible. Just some kind of a worn out roof. Maybe we can make it a little bit darker. That might be a little bit too much. So this, and then let's mirror across the blue axis. Then let's see if we start in the middle. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe let's. Oh yeah, we can't really make like an odd number. I guess we can make the odd number at these, so... Oh. Well, let's get rid of that, and then let's make this 5, and then 2, 5, 2, 5. Is this still 5? Yeah, it is, okay. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, and a little bit more. So that's gonna be like a first row, and then let's try to check this length, so it's about 7. So if we do this, maybe 6. Let's see how that would kind of work. So I guess this makes sense, right? 5 and then, I mean, 1 on each side. Like that. Yeah, I think we just get rid of all of this stuff. Go away. And then we can make this 63 just for the sake of it. And then let's adjust the pivot point to 31.5. Perfect. And then we can make some horizontal lines. Oh, apparently everything is gonna crash. Let's see, can we launch it back? Okay, let's see how much work has been lost. Okay, not much at all. That's always nice to see, right? So there's that. Let's make some nice lines so we can see a little bit better what's going on. And then let's measure 8, 1 line. Boom. Another 8. Boom. Oops, like that. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be quite a lot of tiles, right? 8. Boom. Another 8. Boom. Another 8. Yeah, you guessed it. Boom. Okay. Now let's try to use the mirror again. Let's kind of see. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3. 3. And then 3. Oops. Okay. Like that, and then I guess the tiles would be going kind of in this direction. And then this time we're gonna do them like so. So they're kind of zigzaggy. Like that. And then let's get rid of those stuff. And then I guess we can just continue here. Let's see, like so. Okay. Then here. It's a lot easier when you have like an odd number and you can just mirror everything nicely as it's supposed to be, maybe. All right, here and then so. Okay, and then I think the last thing we should add would be something like this. Oh, okay. And then maybe the edges as well. Maybe that's something we could add here and here, just so it looks a little bit nicer overall. And then at the top, actually, let me just double check this part. It's a little bit too long, so let's try moving everything upwards. What just happened? Wait, what? The heck? Okay, so that way it works. This way it also kind of works. Who would have known? So, oh, okay, so here is our, like a little too long way, right? So this is 7 and this is usually just 6. So let's move everything downwards. Let me see. Okay, so if we do it like this, it's not good, right? So we just have 5 and wanted to have 6. So what we actually want to do is make a line here, make these parts shorter. Then let's fix these details like so, and then here as well. And then let's see, so this is 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Okay, perfect. And then we can maybe just make it like so. Let's see what we got now. Okay, nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then we can try making some more of this stony texture. So let's continue here. And let's not use the mirroring, so let's hide that. And I'm just making it on all 4 sides because it might be oriented a little differently on some other sides and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna try to match that nicely together. So let's see here. Why is there Z fighting? That's not supposed to be like that. Oh, it didn't save these minor changes. Okay. So this one goes backwards And here we do the same thing, moving it a little bit forwards, moving this part a little bit backwards. Maybe let's move this one forwards by 0.1. Like this. I think that should hopefully work. And then let me see. Extend this upwards. Okay, so let's continue it this way. And then let's see what do we want to do with this part. Guess something like that. It kind of matches, right? Like so. Let's also turn on the nice line so we can see a little bit better what's actually going on around here. And then I guess this voxel kind of, oh, we can't even see it. That's also nice, I guess. Let's move this here, this downwards. Let's see, do we have some other stuff that we need to connect to? We have this corner right here, so that's gonna cover some of our stuff. So let's maybe try to navigate around it. Just kind of like this. And then let's hide that. It's a little bit tricky actually. Who would have thought? Oops, that's a... Oh, come on. Look at that. Look at this right here. And then another benefit is that we don't really have to decorate this upper side on the next block because it's actually hidden by the roof. So right here, maybe let's make another little stone on this part. Right here, I guess something like this. Let's save it and let's check it out on the other sides. So yeah, here it doesn't look as great, and then again it's we have multiple assets that kind of don't look perfectly around. So yeah, I think that these arches aren't gonna work out. Well. We're gonna need to figure out something else, so let me just delete these nodes. I have kind of given up on them. So arch, delete, and where's the last one? Okay, delete you as well. So I think due to the rectangularity, if that's a word, of our, well, everything mostly, we should just kind of try keeping it like square and stuff. So just a moment. Cheers. I think that we would want to actually, let's try reusing these supports. I'm gonna color them like in brown and just, I don't know, some kind of a wood or something. And then let's move it upwards. $48. Then let's try extending them forwards. Let's try 48. We can try more. Let's try 64. And then the bases could be like 12 by, well, that's a little bit too much. 8 by 8 maybe. Let's not make everything too large. And then the pivot point can be moved. And then what's another nice thing is that it's gonna get centered pretty decently actually. So 4, and then if we move this to 4 as well, it actually kind of sits nicely right there. Let's save. And then if we were to move the roof downwards, let's see, something like that, maybe 80, that could work. And what part? Well, I think this is a little bit too much of an overhang, especially over the roof, so I'll just make this a little bit smaller, I don't know, 60, and then let's readjust the pivot point again, like so. So they're somewhere in between the pillar and the roof. Okay, and then I guess we could do something similar on the other side. So I think that later on we're gonna just merge most of them, because it doesn't really make sense. Well, unless some people wanna jump on the tomb or the grave. In that case it would kind of be all right. So yeah. I guess we can just duplicate this now into support 2 is the next number in line, and then let's okay. So 270. I guess it would be easier if we were to nest it like straight up to the fence. We can probably center it a little bit more easily. And then let's move it backwards. This one is by, wait, what? Okay, it's 24. So let's move this one to 24 as well. And then upwards to be kind of the same height. But then you can see there's a little Z fighting going on. So let's move it to 22. So it's kind of centered. And then we're gonna need to have a short support, or support short, like that. And we're just gonna mirror some of the deletion. So boom, boom. Let's get rid of this as well. Let's trim the volume, just so it doesn't stick out of the roof, right? We don't want that to happen. And then I think we can just duplicate this again. So support 3, and then let's drag it forwards to 22, I guess, just so we have it kind of all the way around, supporting this roof above our stone. Okay, and then maybe we can just make it a little bit brighter while we're at it. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to finish here today because I'm getting quite hungry. and I don't want my stomach rumbling to kind of disturb the stream. So yeah, apologies if anybody missed the stream because of that, but yeah, I know that next time I should eat before. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for tuning in and for watching, and yeah, until next time, have a great time and bye bye.